Welcome back, viewers. Let's take a look at the breaking developments that we are tracking very closely. In the wake of the Pahalgam terror attack, which has claimed 26 civilian lives, India's military response was as much as about sending a message as it was about a strategic retaliation. As the Indian Army has launched retaliatory precision strikes on Pakistan on May 7th under the Operation Sindoor, it has also unveiled an emblem of resolve, a logo representing the loss and the fury of justice. The logo was crafted by Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Gupta and Havaldar Surinder Singh of the Indian Army. The design features the operation's name in bold block letters, with one O shaped like a bowl of red sindoor. The spilt sindoor represents widowed women, Hindus who traditionally wear sindoor as a symbol of marital status, who have lost their husbands in the Pahalgam terror attack. Remember, the name Operation Sindoor was approved by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, chose to reflect the emotional aftermath of the Pahalgam massacre, especially for the widows left behind. Pia Man is joining me on the broadcast for more details. Pia, in fact, the designers of this logo that caught the attention worldwide and also instilled an emotional response from the victim's family and of course all the Indian countrymen who have seen the aftermath of the terrorist attack, has now been confirmed that it was designed by Lieutenant Colonel and an Havaldar in the Indian Army. What are you picking up?
I request our PCR crew to play the old image that they were playing once again so that we can see the bravehearts who in fact designed this very logo. These of course are images that were released by the Indian Army yesterday. Right there you have on your screen Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Gupta and Havaldar Surinder Singh. They are the creators of the Operation Sindoor logo. It's their brainchild. You can see the logo on the left side of the screen. The Indian Army, of course, this time announcing it through their social media platforms about this very operation. Remember, last time it was the government that had announced it through a formal briefing sometime around 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning during the course of the Balakot airstrikes that had taken place in 2019, and this time around just short of 2 a.m. early in the morning itself, this very cryptic post was put out on social media, on Twitter, and that's when Indians who were still awake in the middle of the night, that's when we had realized that yes, India gave a befitting response to terror hubs in Pakistan. India, of course, avenged the death of the 26 civilian lives, and the symbolism is very, very obvious, as you mentioned it, Simran. Men were targeted, specifically Hindu men in particular were targeted. They were asked their religion, they were asked to strip, to check whether they were circumcised or not. So here, of course, we can clearly see Prime Minister Narendra Modi had come up with the name Operation Sindoor as a tribute to those who are widowed, those who lost their husbands, because this is a symbol that married Hindu women wear. Of course, indicating their marital status. They had lost this symbol after their husbands were targeted by the terrorists in Pahalgam in a cold-blooded terror attack on the 22nd of April. So you can clearly see the brave hearts in the center of this image over here, smiling. They are the ones who came up with this logo itself. You can see a bowl of sindoor having been spilled on the O next to it. Of course, you can also see some really interesting statistics that are being reflected on your screens at the moment. It talks about the views that this particular post has in fact garnered. This post has garnered 2.1 crore views on social media platform X and 26 crore views on Instagram. And as far as the consolidated views across social media platforms with regards to the entire hashtag is concerned, it is 90 million or 9 crores on X and 510 million or 51 crores on Instagram. Of course, this is a gargantuan figure. It's a massive figure, indicating that all those across the country are monitoring this development very closely. Of course, we've all saluted our armed forces for their valor, for their bravery. And what's also interesting is what is written at the bottom of this very post that has been put out by the Indian Army. It says that it's the heartbeat of the Indian Army, just indicating how very, very crucial this entire operation was, not just for the army but for the entire country. The logo, of course, symbolizing the loss as well as the thirst for justice. And those two are the men, Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Gupta and Havaldar Surinder Singh. They are the creators of Operation Sindoor logo. It is their brainchild.